welcome back to another episode of Haunted and Historic Australia. We are back at Parramatta Park to continue our exploration in the dark. We hope you enjoy.
As the time goes on here now, my lady is just doing a little bit of an investigation over there. Me, I'm checking out the garden here, Georgie's garden, and yeah, it's getting to the point where those beautiful little creatures known as mosquitoes are coming out to chew on me. For some reason they like the taste of my skin, whatever else. But yeah, as we just wander around here at George Salter's dairy precinct, we're just having a bit of a look-see, and just seeing what we can find. It's quite an interesting spot down here. A lot of history. And as a matter of fact, whilst I'm here, I might as well show you that there's this shed over here. I'm using a different app. It's a different app for the photo to film with, right? So bear with me, But anyway, what I wanted to show you was that this particular this shed here, there used to be a train basically. It only ran up and down one sort of section of the park, quite a while too, going back back to possibly the 30s, around there, until approximately I believe it was the late 1990s, and unfortunately it was burnt down. The train itself, which I believe was housed in this shed here, just at the side of George Salter's cottage, and basically the track used to run all the way down there and up yonder.
Parramatta Park also had its own steam tramway. From October 1883 right through to March 1943. The steam tramway connected at the wharf on Redbank Road, near where Duck River meets the Parramatta River, and extending along George Street to the park gates at Parramatta Park. It moved both goods and passengers, and served some industries from the sidings of the main line. It was on show in Parramatta Park. The tram shed is still there. However, the trams on display were burned down in 1993. The council decided not to build it again and only leave the tram shed, fearing that someone would come back and burn it down again. The trams have been located elsewhere now, including Valley Heights locomotive shed. Thankfully, we still have the tram shed to remember the history. So it's getting on to night time now in the garden area. The park's closing and everybody's evacuating. We haven't parked in here, so there's not really any rush for us. Just wanted to hop in here for a little while and maybe have a little look around, have a little bit of an investigate. All right. Let's bring the K2 meter down just to see if anyone other than bats are around. Just asking whether or not anyone other than bats are around. See if anyone from the old colonial days who used to man these farms might be still around. George Salter. 30 acres fully cleared and cultivated. Lived with an unnamed woman and 3 convicts. Owned a horse and a pig. An unnamed woman. I'm sure she wouldn't like being unnamed. Just trying to find the... I'll cut all of this out that isn't happening. Okay, recorder down. Just put it down. Backing away. George Salter. If you're here, or your unnamed woman that you used to live with, or the other 3 convicts that you used to live with, may be still in this area, still farming these grounds, you'd be quite happy with the amount of work that's been going on in here. The old dairy. Have you got anything that you'd like to say to us? Tell us about yourselves. Perhaps the unnamed woman would like to let her name be known now, after 200 years. It's a long time to be unnamed. And the bats are being pretty talkative. Don't poop on us. Wow, there are so many bats. Anyone like to say anything or touch the K2 meter to let us know that you're here? Wow. We can't stay for too much longer and we're going to get pooped on. So if you'd like to say something, now's the time to say it. Let us know anything that you'd like about yourselves, about the area, what life was like, living with 3 convicts and a man named George Salter. Or if you are George Salter, tell us a little bit about your life. What's not written on the plaque? No. It's getting quite dark now. Let's see if we can review this. Well, it doesn't look as though we're getting much. It's probably just me getting closer to it. I think we might have to end it there. And we'll move on to Bartholomew's Church, which will probably go up before this one, because we'll have to get a bit more information on together on Parramatta Park, but get a couple more photos in the dark and see what we get. It's doing a little bit of filming just out the front. Took a couple of photos. I'm going to run the SLS. Edit that out. And that. Sounds like people are having a party here still. Sounds like people are still having a party here. Probably not the best idea to do this right after a new moon. Full moon would have been better. When it's a bit more bright, but just filming the house a little bit in the dark, but it's not very good. And another EVP session, see if we get anyone. There we go. Is anyone here that would maybe like to make contact? Talk into the red light. Anyone hiding behind those windows? Anyone would like to say something about how life was back in the day? Who ran the dairy? Was it just George Salter, or have other people been here? Has anyone died on these grounds? Any of the first people? Did you scan that man?
Yeah.
What about me? Does it work on me? Am I doing the little SLS dance with the legs doing the Michael Flatley?
Actually, no.
It's not.
Oh, yeah, it was there. It was there.
Now everybody can see me. There's someone on a push bike or something coming. You know, there's a light coming. Oh, I can see the building again. Have a go at that. It's nice when there's a little bit of light. Alright, I think I'll turn the EVP off.
No?
I'll turn the EVP off.
Why? You can do it.
No, it's just too much loudness.
Well, fuck 'em.
I'm just going to replay it. It's very quiet. Is anyone here that would maybe like to make contact? Talk into the red light. Anyone hiding behind those windows? Say something about how life was back in the day. Who ran the dairy? Was it just George Salter, or have other people been here? Has anyone died on these grounds? Any of the first people? It's still pretty noisy here. I might have to review this at home. scan that man.
No, it's just us
What about
talking.
me? Does it work on me?
I just takes those shapes.
That's a good one, isn't it?
But I have to. It's not right. I've got to keep trying to keep doing it.
See, it'd be good down the back where it's really dark, but then every time you go near a pole, the light comes on.
I think you just got to stay away from it. This is that sort of one with you
That's a
had
good
Zach
app. Look at that.
and all that doing it.
Is that recording as it's doing
Well,
it?
it's got the screen recorder on the iPad on, so it's taking this footage here.
I should do that with my phone, and I can end up with a night vision camera.
You can take still photos as well of that, on here. Structured sensor, sort of thing. I think it's called something like that. Obviously not up to the standard of Bill Chappell, but for what it's worth for an iPad app, it's pretty good, I guess. Picking up a bit of something down there, but we know it's not fair dinkum.
I think there's a tree down there.
Yeah, it's just something. I mean, it's part of the trees and the side of the bloody, the fucking what is it? That shit over there where the train used to go. But it's not bad. I mean, it's worthy of, I guess, it's worthy of a go, whether or not, I think that you might find people tend to possibly end up with false readings that they will actually say that, oh, look at that, there's something.
It's picking up something, it's a tree.
No, it's not.
Or it's the fence,
That's
because
right. And they'll try and roll with it.
straight and like cross like a human, a human frame.
You can't.
Unfortunately, a lot of the time that happens, but
Though, like, it's something to be mindful of. I mean, if you're going to do it, you might as well do it properly and not sort of fudge it. I guess,
I think if something wanted to let itself be known, it'll be moving around. It won't just be in front of one area.
I think you're right, though. I know you're right. We're still here at George Salter's dairy precinct, and we're doing a very basic investigation to get ourselves back.
Oh. Doing a bit of night vision filming. It's not really night vision when you've got a torch on, but it works. It works. Be nice to get a good EVP. Park's getting a bit more quiet now. Most people have gone home. And this is the dairy. I said, this is the dairy.
Yep.
Should I bring the K2 out again?
If you want.
Oh, I'll put it on the spiders. The spiders like to communicate. Yeah? Go away, mozzies. Oh. I hear a bit of noise down that way, but don't know really if there's still people up the back. moving around. Someone's here. I might like to touch the K2 meter. Looks like someone's interested. Someone like to touch the K2 meter and make it go to yellow. I've got a bite. A little nibble. Can you make it go to red? Is it a mosquito touching it? A little bit of flashy happening. Bit of flashy. Is that you, George? Make it go red if it's you, George. Ooh. George Salter? Would you like to make contact with us? What about the unnamed woman? Is that you? Or one of the other convicts that were living here? Someone like to let us know you're here? Except for the bugs. It's on my hand. Filming and the bugs start to attack you when they see your light. Yeah. I had someone nibbling at the K2, but then it stopped. It's probably a bug climbing on the back of it that I just don't see. Maybe I'm a little too close for their comfort. I'll move back here. Would you like to touch that box that's sitting on the fence? Let us know you're here again. Do you want us here? Make it colour up if you want us to stay here. And learn about you. Alright, make it colour up if you want us to leave. We'll give you your peace back. Kamikaze bugs. No, looks like whoever was playing with it has left. It's alright. Are you shy? It seems to be noises from over there. It's probably bats or something. Just gonna start her up again in landscape mode, which seems to fit better on the stuff. I am hearing noises back there. It's just not quiet enough here to know if it's something or nothing. At Parramatta Park in the dark. you want to let us know you're here? Ooh. I'm going to make that light up in different colours and let us know that you're here. Saw it flash. Oh, it's flashing a little bit. Do you want to touch that? Make the lights go up. You can make it go to different colours of the rainbow. Oh, I've got people walking, kids. Gotta love it when people turn up. Bit late for them to be out. George Salter, would you like to communicate with us and let us know that you're here? Make a couple of colours. I know you're trying. Someone's trying. I can see it flashing a little bit. Let it flash a little more for us. Can you make it go to the yellow one? Let us know you're here. If it's you, George, touch that black box and make it go to the yellow or orange. Make it go to the yellow or orange. If that's you, George Salter. Ooh, there we go, be yellow. About the orange or the red. You want to try and make them go there? Just have to touch that black box. Or even try and touch the colours. That might work. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. Very good. So is that you, George? Touch the yellow if it's you. Well, I'm trying to get a mosquito off my arm. Are you the woman that lived with George? Flash. If you're the woman that lived with George. Flash if you're one of the convicts that lived with George. Flash if you didn't live with George. Flash if you are George. No, I lost him again, I think. Flash if you're George. Flash if you're one of the first people who lived on the land here. Ooh. Were you part of the Durrigs? The Durrig people who had this land? Or the Durrawal? You part of the Durrig? Or the Era? No? It's alright. At least we're getting some communication. Ooh, there it goes. That's quite interesting. There's definitely some life around here. And it isn't just the mosquitoes and bugs trying to eat me alive. That was quite interesting. I'm going to say goodbye now. We're going to move on to another location. I want to say thank you for communicating with us. Okay.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of Haunted and Historic Australia, Parramatta Park Explored in the Dark. We should have some upcoming episodes very shortly where we have more nighttime adventures, and we're also going to be having a look at some of the government farms from the early settlement in Western Sydney. Stay tuned for these up and coming episodes. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share our videos, as well as hitting that notification bell so you're updated on when we post new videos.
Aussie